Meet the Duprees. They're the ones that run things behind the gates of their private community. The core four of the family are Father Vernon, his wife Anita, and their two daughters Nicole and Danny. Let's start with Nicole, or Dr. Nicole to you, whose life seems to be so perfect. She and her husband Ted, who's also a doctor, has 3 children, Martin and Catherine, and also Ted's nephew Andre, whom they've raised. Oh, but then there's Danny, who married Bill, and they had 2 daughters, Naomi and Chelsea. And after 30 years, their daughter Naomi moved her best friend Haley into the house, and she stole her man. And now they're getting married, and Danny's not happy about none of that. But how could she be? Listen, Dupree family, you've got our attention, and we're back again today to get the tea, and I'm here to pour it. Because we all want to know what happened today beyond the gates. It's Thursday. How y'all doing out there? I hope my mic is not too hot because it sounds hot to me. But hopefully it's not overly sensitive. I hope not. How's everybody doing? Thank you for stopping by. I'm so sorry that I was late today, but I had company and a million other things jump off today because Thursday be popping for me. You heard me. So, but anyway, I'm in here. I'm definitely in here. Thank you all for stopping by to gossip this late evening because I know y'all want to gossip a little while about these doggone Duprees. Y'all know how we do, baby. And today was given. It was. A little tea was spilled in the BTG streets. Don't you agree? Don't you agree? Okay, first of all, do me a favor, hit the like button. And then if you haven't yet, go on and subscribe and tell a friend to subscribe and come gossip with us. As of today, I think we are 15 people away from hitting our 2,000 subscribers. So I think we can do that by Friday, especially by Monday. Monday, I think I'm clocking in with real good news, but I'm hopeful. Maybe even tomorrow on Friday, because Friday be good. Y'all getting paid, and I would like to get paid in 2,000 subscribers. So, see what y'all can do for somebody if you got to. Make them come on over here. Okay. So, I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing anything I want to write down. Anyway, I know we can do it. So y'all come on, let's do 2000. What y'all doing this evening? What y'all snacking on, huh? What you eating? What you have for dinner? What y'all do? Because usually we talk around late lunchtime. It's probably late snack time, second snack time at work. But now I know you definitely have gathered up your dinners and things. So what y'all have for dinner? I'm nosy. You know I am when I am. Let me first see who's got something to say down here in these comments, because I likes to acknowledge my people's, baby. It's me and y'all. All right, starting from the top. Miss B had said I'll be there, and thank you for doing so. Tony says, good evening, gatekeepers, and good evening, Miss Jen. Hope you all are having a marvelous day and a great almost Friday and weekend to you all. Tony is always so kind when he comes in. Tony says, the actress who played Danny Leslie Sherry on Gates, I knew I saw her somewhere before. She is on BET series Family Business and has been there for 5 years. And what? Leslie, Laura, Sherry, Mary, Ann, Susie is cheating on us? What? I cannot believe her. No wonder we ain't been able to get up with her. She buying wigs for another show. Thank you for that, Tony. Tony says, that is why we've not seen her, this actress, doing 2 TV shows at the same time. So Dana Sherry is not busy at the wig factory. Yes, she is. She at the wig factory. Oh, because they dropped a little something today. We can get into it. That was me talking. And Linda says, hello, fellow gatekeepers. Hey, cuz. Linda says, hey, Tony. Enjoy all your comments and salutations. I do, too. They're always so very nice and bright and cheery. Because that's what we do over here. We gossip and we spread good feelings. Tony says, hi, Linda. Thanks very much. Same to you and everyone in here. Linda says, hey, Miss B. Miss B says, hey, Linda and Tony. Bladen, hey, Bladen. Says, "Hey gatekeepers, hey Bladen." And Tony says, "Hi B, huge greetings to you and everyone." And Dee Dee is in the doggone building. She says, "Hey gatekeepers, hey Dee Dee." All right, y'all. Let's get to it. Oh, first of all, because I had this loaded up 2 days and never put it up. Look, look. Somebody new is coming to town. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know somebody new is gonna join the cast? You want to see him? Here you go. What y'all think about him? Y'all like him? Hmm? They say he's gonna be joining the gates. I don't know what he gonna be doing when he get there, but they say he's a coming. Who y'all think he gonna be? Is he taking over somebody's role? Is he gonna be somebody's boyfriend? Is he gonna be Leslie, Laura, Dana, Ashley, Mary, Susie Q? Is this gonna be the husband that had left her? Oh, that would be good. He's nice looking too. Not my cup of tea. He ain't Bill, but he'll do. Okay. She says, "Oh Lord, not Calvin. He play on something else, don't he? Bladen, he play on something else, don't he? Because you can look at him and tell he keeps a job from one show to the next. We just found out that Leslie Laura is cheating on us over at Family Business, and that's probably why she ain't had time to come over here buying wigs and doing acting gigs somewhere else. How dare her? How dare she?" Okay. Oh, he's from Sister. You know what? I do remember somebody saying that down there that he was a character that they did not like. Ooh, may he bring some of that foolishness right on over behind the gates. Because you know we like to gossip and do. Linda says, "We look forward to seeing him, whoever he plays." Linda, is that because he remind you of your husband? Is that what it is? Dee Dee said he's probably going to be related to Haley. She ain't got nobody else. Now, Dee Dee. Now, Dee Dee. Who he gonna be? Is he gonna come and blow up a whole lie about her past or something? Ooh, y'all so suspicious. Linda said, "Him cute, him kind of cute." Yeah, he look alright. He ain't no Bill, and he ain't no Jacob Fine Daddy, but he'll do. He'll do. Okay. Well, let's get into it, y'all. I know y'all ready to gossip because y'all so doggone eager. Well, I gotta get to my pictures. I'm settling in, doing my thing. We're gonna start with Doug and Vanessa. Okay. So Doug is at the club talking to Randy, right? And Randy asked him, "How you be spending so much time at the casino? Shouldn't you have your hands on somebody's heart or something?" That was kind of cool. Doug is like, "No, I rescheduled a few minor things, and I haven't missed any surgeries yet, but nothing that'll risk anybody's life." And he tells him that his staff works on. He tells the staff that, "I'm busy working on this thing that we testing for a heart machine. So whenever I need to get away, I just tell them that that's what I'm doing. But I got a funny feeling that something gonna mess around and happen to somebody. Then they gonna investigate where he was. It just ain't gonna go the way you think it is, Dougie Doug. I don't think so." Mm-mm. Well, Randy told him. He says, "But what about these late nights you putting in at the table?" See, because I was thinking what he was thinking. I was like, most surgery be early in the morning. Okay. So you dragging in here tired, you gonna mess around and cut the wrong thing. And then it's gonna be trouble, trouble, trouble. So he was like, "No, I don't know. I don't do early morning surgeries." I think he lied. I think Doug is lying because your wife already done said you be gone morning, noon, and night, sir. So where you be? Well, we know you be gambling, but I'm just saying. I think you're doing some of them surgeries early, so you can get that out the way, so you can run on down to the casino. Well, anyway, Randy told him. He says, "I tell you what, you better be worried about is paying back Joey, because Joey don't play. He don't play about his money." And Doug said, "Well, that's why I'm gambling. I can feel a win coming on. I know I'm gonna win. I just know it." And Danny told him, he said, "You better start using some of them hospital checks to start paying the installments." What hospital checks, Randy? He ain't never down to the hospital. I ain't seen him at the hospital. You seen him at the hospital? Because I ain't seen him at the hospital. Even Dr. Nicole says she ain't seen him at the hospital. So, yeah, no. Anyway, he says, you better start paying them installments. Cause you know Joy will break his surgical fingers if he don't. He gonna break his good hand if he don't. And then Vanessa popped up. She walked in looking nice today. We're gonna have to say that she was looking kind of cute today. She was. She was. We're gonna give her the credit where the credit is due. So when when Randy spots Vanessa, he jumped up. He was like, "Let me get out of here because you know your wife, she don't like me." Why we be doing these men like this when we don't like their friend? Their friend be all uncomfortable. Then they got to leave. He was like, "Ooh, let me get out of here because Vanessa, I don't want to ask him no question. Let me get gone." So he was gone. So Doug starts flirting with her. I don't know if I ever seen him flirt with her before. He said, "You look nice. Is this the way you be looking when you be showing houses?" She do when she's showing them to Joey. She pull her extra on it when she's showing it to Joey. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Child. Mm-hmm. You should know when you see her extra dressed up that she about to see Joey. If you don't know, you need to know. From now on, she ain't dressing for you no more, Doug. Well, anyway, Randy runs on off and he sits down and he starts talking to her. She said, no, I'm trying to think. She said, Randy works for Joey the Axe. She didn't say that, but I got to get Joey a nickname every now and then. She said, Randy is working for Joey. And he said, yeah, well, he's not doing anything too dangerous. And he said, well, I think you need to she said, I think you need to steer clear of Randy if that's what he's doing. And Joey was like, well, what about you? Mm. And she was looking at him like, what about you? And she said, but I don't think he has any need for any cardiac surgeon. Yes, he do. Cause I got a feeling. I just got this feeling that your husband has something to do with Joe and Mama. I do. I do. I do. Well, she said, well, I'm just selling her house. So, so, so Vanessa, to me, it looks like both of y'all have each other's numbers because she was like, what do you need with a realtor? What do you need with a heart surgeon? He was like, what do you need with a realtor? Uh-huh. Yeah, so y'all suspicious of each other, but you should be because both of y'all lying. Just lying. Well, Vanessa said, I'm just helping him buy a house for his mother. Nothing illegal about that. She wants Doug to lay back on working so hard because he's hardly home. She's like, you're going to have to, baby, you need to get you some rest. Okay. Well, Doug runs into Dr. Nicole. I forgot to show them. Well, this was them at the table talking. Doug runs into Dr. Nicole on his way out the door. She's like, are you doing okay? And he says, yeah, mhm, just been working a lot. And she said, well, Vanessa misses you a lot. No, she don't. Why are you lying, Dr. Nicole? Dr. Nicole. Now, Nicole, why is you telling this tale? But anyway, he said he's going to slow down and get him a breather. And then he left and went on to the club, to the casino, instead of going home where you need to be. Well, when Joy gets there, Joy all thumbs, when he gets up in the building, he's sitting there and chit-chatting with Vanessa about the club. And she said, I thought you would remember. He said, they won't let me in here. I can't, I don't know why. Not Joey. Joey. See, here's the problem why they have not approved your application. You be doing your dirt out in the public, and everybody else behind the gates hides their dirt. So if you would just hide that you are a dirty businessman, perhaps your application would be pushed up to the front. But I got a feeling Vanessa gonna see to it getting up there because she wants to run into you all the time. I just don't know what the trainer gonna think about that. He ain't gonna like it. But we'll see. We'll see. Well, Joey tells Vanessa, you're looking very edible today. And she said, you're looking quite yummy yourself. Y'all better go ahead on and flirt with food. I know y'all better. Cause y'all just ain't got no shame right in the middle of the country club. I thought we were more upper crust than this. I just Well, anyway, Nessa girl, Nessa. I don't know what you're doing, but Joey Chainsaw, he is not a good man. I don't know why you want to trade him up for your good surgeon husband who ain't never doing no surgery to gamble. I don't know why you want to trade up for him because he is real bad news. But you know y'all be liking them bad boys. Who don't? Well, Vanessa is sitting close to Joey and they looking at houses for his mama. And Vanessa said, I'm looking forward to meeting your mother. He was like, What now? She said, Yeah, I got to show her houses and all that. He was like, Now you don't want to meet my mama, cause my mama is something else. And she said, "That's all right. I'm something else too. I'm a handful too. I can handle it." But Joey is a little nervous about that. And y'all know why if you watch the show. You already know why. I just ain't gonna spill it for somebody that had not seen it till we get there. Well, Dr. Nicole walks up and she's like, "Hello, nice to meet you," making all the acquaintances and all of that. And he starts, "Oh, I know who you are. I read the book about this and about your dad, and blah 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 blah." And she's making nice, and he says, I know that you're involved. Do you know anyone who's looking for someone to put some money into one of their causes? Child, you don't want to get hooked up with this money. But sidebar, Joey, if you want to come over here and do a super sticker chat for like $1,000 or $2,000, you can do that, brother. Cause I ain't gonna tell on you. I will not say a word. I don't be talking about what happened behind the gate, except with these people here. But we don't be telling nobody about we get to talking. We don't do that over here. Okay. But anyway, he leaves and Vanessa is just gushing. She's just gushing about Joey. Oh, he's so smart and he's so well read and he's so refined and he's such a gentleman. And Dr. Nicole looking at her like, girl, you need to calm down. Just calm down. Cause she know her friend be out here in these streets. She be in these streets. Well, she tells Vanessa about Dr. Nicole starts telling Vanessa about the party that they're planning. And they both think back to when they met their husbands and how good it was at that time. And she told her, she said, listen, if you're that unhappy, why don't you just divorce Doug and go do something else? And she's like, because that would be complicated. And our arrangement works for us. And Nicole's like, girl, I couldn't do it. And I couldn't either. I'm sorry. If you got to do all what you doing, just go on, girl. Go. Just go. Talking about y'all ain't in love with each other no more. Then what you there for? Because I can't see what Doug got too much money because he's spending it all down to the casino. So what we hold on to? Well, anyway, Dr. Nicole told her to be careful. And then she says she said there are walks that you take and there are walks that you don't. And Joey is one of the ones that you should avoid. And Vanessa said, I'll be okay. But I'll take my boring life because I will take my boring life with Doug over excitement any day. Girl, the lies you tell. That's why you over here grinning at Joey ain't no good now. Girl, Joey ain't no good. Mm-mm. He ain't. Just so that you understand. Let me find the right thing to play for y'all. Because when it come to Joey, where this thing at? This is what she need to remember.
Your looks ain't gonna get you paid. Because you're not that cute. And your hair is uneven. You look dusty.
That's what she better remember, baby. He ain't nothing to get excited about. I don't know what you're so excited about because he ain't no good. None. But go ahead, girl. Go ahead. Get down. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead. Get down. Do your thing. Well, Doug left. And then he went on and went back to the gambling spot. And Joy pulls him aside and he's like, I'm just checking on you. He's like, I'm feeling lucky. He said, listen, what you gonna need to do is start paying me back my money. You better have his money. He want all of it in big bills, not in no dribs and drabs. He wants all. all of his money right now. Before we go to the next section, let me catch up with these comments. Hold on, y'all. Let me go down here and see. Okay, Dee Dee said, Doug and Vanessa don't even like each other. They just, they're just together. Don't want to be alone. And Linda says that part regarding Doug. Dee Dee says his friend is really trying to help him out. KB Mommy, hey girl, you made it back over. She said, good evening, Miss Jen and my fellow gatekeepers. Girl, I got something for you. Because I got something now for you inspired this. So for everybody that come over here new, everybody that comes over here new and you comment and we catch it, you get your official welcome. Here you go. Here you go, KB.
Hey, hey.
Gatekeepers! A decree from the Queen!
Enough! Be seated.
Girl, I know she ain't cut you off. Well, welcome behind the gates, gatekeeper, to our newest gatekeeper. Welcome. All right, let me go back over here to these comments. What was that? She said, good evening. Hold on, let me find it. It should be highlighted up here. Now, where is it? Okay, there it is. Dee Dee says, hey, KB Mommy. And Linda says hello to you also. And KB says hello back to Linda and Dee Dee. And Dee Dee says, Diego ain't gonna like this. KB says, Vanessa does more hookups than selling houses. She sure do. I guess she gives a free gift, quote, air quotes, free gift with every purchase. Linda says, Joey is about to raid Vanessa's cookie job. And he is. He sure enough is. If he can. If he can. But you did not hear that from me. Don't y'all tell. I don't want word on these streets that I said nothing about Joey. Because y'all already know what Joey do. Okay? KB says, no, he ain't. Linda says, Miss Vanessa is looking mighty special today. She is. She looked real cute today. Destiny H, hey, Destiny, says, hello, everyone. Linda says, Doug ain't got no money no more. And don't. KB says, hey, Destiny. Linda says, Joey is a snake. He is. He is. KB says, has Doug ever been at the hospital? Girl, I think I saw Doug down there one time, but he was just in the hallway. I think we might have saw him once, but just in the hallway. I want to see him with some plastic gloves on, rubber gloves on, scrubbing in or something. Do something. KB says, I love it. Thank you. You inspired because I said, I got to find something for when somebody comes in here new. So if you haven't ever commented before and you're just listening, go on, put a hello down there so we can say hello to you proper like and welcome you on into this thing. All right, y'all. Let's move over to Ted and Dr. Nicole because Ted spilled tea today. And well, in the opening scenes with Ted and Dr. Nicole, the first thing I noticed is that we have another product placement. Indeed. Now, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm going back to look at them earlier episodes because I know that was us over here was talking about they need to do product placements in this show. And then kaboom, there they were. So like I said, if one of them is listening, thank you. And keep right on listening. We love you. We do. But anyway, she walked in and she was spraying that Glade air freshener, and then she sat it down and seen. And then when she was on the phone with Ted, you could still see it. See how they did that? See how they did that? Okay, so anyway, they're on the phone talking. And she meets with Vanessa at the club and then needs to go. She was telling him, I'm going to meet with Vanessa at the club later. And then I need to go over the plans for the party with Eva. Because Eva said, listen, Eva said that she wants to run a new DJ past her for the party. Do y'all think it's Leslie, Dana, Sherry, Anna? Do y'all think? Because I think that's who it's gonna be. I think she's gonna have a new wig and a new name, DJ Change a Lot. I think she gonna be DJ Change a Lot, DJ Millions of Names. She coming up. That's what I think. But we have to wait and see. But I think that's how she figured out how to get in there. I guess she'll be running the sound and the video, and she gonna play or say what she want. This time ain't nobody gonna stop her. Right in the middle of what's that song everybody's singing now? Whoa, I got my boots on the ground. Right in the middle of that. Where them fans at? She gonna bust out with some crazy. Ooh, I hope it ain't gonna be tomorrow, but ooh, it's gonna be something. Anyway, Ted is telling her about his day. He's got a consult with a 20-something-year-old mom that he doesn't think needs any more work done, and he just wants to convince her of that. And Ted asks, he says, would you rather go on a trip than have this party? Ted, what you know? What you hear, Ted? Ted, why are you trying to get rid of the party that you was the one that wanted to have in the first place? I know you got a bad feeling that Dana, because that's who she is to you, that Dana about to come up in that party and clown. I think you know. Because we suspicious too. We think she is. We sure do. But she was like, no, we already got it kicked off, so we gonna have this party. Then a knock on the door interrupts and he has to go. Because he actually be at his office, Doug. Ted be at his office. So then what seemed to be a flashback scene, Ted was in his office thinking back to when Nicole and he were sitting in the office talking. And he asked her, are you worried about that case with Sherry? He got that on his mind, see? And she said, well, yeah, I was looking over some things. He's like, I'm going to tell you, I really think you should just leave it alone. And she said, I think I'm starting to realize that too, because I just can't understand how Sherry felt healed after a few minutes with me up on the rooftop when nobody else has been able to help her. Precisely. So leave that cray lady alone. Because she up to no good. We can see it. I know you feel it. I know your spidey senses is tingling, girl. You better leave that girl alone. Because I wouldn't have went up on the roof with her no way. Well, later on, Ted is on the phone again. I didn't get a picture of that, so I'll just use this again. Ted is on the phone again, flirting down with Nicole. He's like, girl, won't you meet me for dinner? Let's have a little dinner. And she's like, okay. Sidebar. When I look at the chemistry between them, I don't want no new Ted. I just can't see the new Ted mixing with her the same way. I can't see it. I can't see it. Nothing that's gonna be believable because I ain't even believing in dream girls. I'm sorry. We don't want it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna give it a chance though. But I don't want it. But I'm gonna give it a chance though. Y'all give it a chance too. We gonna wait and see. I'm trying not to rush the judgment, but I just can't see them having the same chemistry. So anyway, she told Ted that she's worried about Vanessa. One thing married people gonna do is tell your tea. If you think your married friend ain't telling their husband about your business 9 times out of 10, they do. Because they was talking later on that evening when he came in and he had all hugged up on the couch. Can y'all listen, can y'all even see new Ted doing this with her on the couch? Because I can't. I don't care what nobody say. This is just my suspicion. I think in real life, because Ted's woman looks a lot like her, I think she don't like looking at their chemistry on screen. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That's exactly what I think the situation is. Hold on, you all. I have noise in my background. I'm not sure if you all can pick it up because it's picking up extra heavy in my headset. So I hope you all aren't hearing it as well. But anyway, in this scene here, when they were sitting on the couch talking, let me find this because I'm going to need to load this up right now. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. They're talking, right? And first they talking about Vanessa. And they both know that Vanessa be doing what she do. And he's like, I don't know why she be doing it. She's like, I don't know why she be doing it either, child. So everybody know how Vanessa do. So how Doug don't know? Because everybody behind the fence seems to understand this what Vanessa do. Okay? But anyway, she said, well, what it is that Vanessa is selling Joey a house for his mother. And then Ted said, his mother died last year. His mother died last year. Huh? What? What? See, I knew. I knew it. I know that I know that I know that I know that. I know that. I know that. And I'm telling you, I think Doug got something to do with it. Let me see what y'all talking about. I ain't gonna be suspicious by myself. Okay, so let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, so KB Mommy says, aw. Linda says, inquiring mind want to know. KB says, Andre is at the hospital. Andre is at the hospital more than Doug. I wish they would give him a badge and a responsibility down there. Dee Dee says, don't forget to hit the like button, everyone. Thank you, Dee Dee. Please don't forget to hit the like button. It means so much to me. You know, if y'all want to, if you notice down there in that comment box, right over there's a smiley face and next to that is a $. If you want to give a little something to the channel, you can. But you, look, I know tomorrow Friday. And maybe that's when y'all want to let me hold $20, $5, $3, $2, whatever, because it all helps toward the channel. So, you know, go with your feeling. But if not, you know, we get to it. Okay, Destiny says, hey, Linda. Hey, Miss Jen. Hey. Linda says, like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Ding. She's right about that. KB says, yes, to DJ Change a Lot. Linda says, not DJ Change a Lot, and he is. Lil Harding Collins, child, is that somebody new down here? Hold on, we got a welcome for you. Hold on. Every new member get it, baby. Here you go. This for you.
Hey ye, hey ye.
Gatekeepers! A decree from the Queen!
Enough. Be seated.
Welcome, Lil Harding Collins, baby. Welcome to you are now a gatekeeper. Welcome behind the gates where we likes to gossip about these doggone Duprees. Okay, let me get back to these comments. Hold on. Linda says, hello, Lil Harding Collins. And Tony Lynn says, I think Dana Sherry is going to pop out of a big cake for the party. She better not pop out no cake. She better not pop her big old self out no cake. She better not. And Linda says, the new Ted better bring the he better. Because I like the old Ted. We don't want no new Ted. I'm sorry. The incoming Ted doesn't even look like he could pass for Martin's dad. Maybe a brother, but thank you. He got too much of a baby face. We are not going to believe you, sir. And how you gonna stand up to Miss Dupree? And how you gonna stand up to Bill? I don't see that. I just don't see that. You know, plus this Ted work out a lot. Have y'all seen his pictures? Because I'm just saying, you know, he be working out. Okay, KB says, yeah, Ted dropped some tea with that. He did. And how do Ted know? Was it a scandal covered up at the hospital? I don't know. KB says, I'm thinking that too. That Doug might have something to do with Joey's mom. I think he did because he's like, he's gonna pay. He owes me. Welcome to the gatekeepers at Little Harding Collins. That's right, welcome. Lil Hart and Collins. Well, let me say. I'm gonna say Collins. Okay, Collins says Nicole is a blessed black woman. Her man cannot get enough of her. She sure can't. He sure can't. E Daddy. Wait a minute, there's somebody else new down here. Hold on. E Daddy 506. I am her son, Evan. Beyond the gates is the best. Hold on. And I am her son, Evans. Beyond the gates is the best. Wait a minute, what does that mean? Well, until we figure it out, let me give you your official welcome to. Hold on. Hold on. Here you go.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Gatekeepers! A decree from the Queen!
Enough. Be seated.
She just don't like no attention on nobody but her. That queen is cold, honey. She is cold. But we do welcome you, E Daddy 506, as an official gatekeeper, where we likes to gossip about these doggone Duprees. Okay. All right, y'all. Let me get back to these comments and make sure I ain't missed nothing before we get to this last section. Oh, I am Lil's son. Okay, well, welcome. Destiny says, hi, welcome in. And Linda says, welcome E Daddy 506. And Blatant Truth welcomes you as well. Welcome, welcome, and thank all of you. Well, let's get to this last section, child. Because they tried to show out a little bit today. They did. We gonna give them where they give it at. Let me find the Bill and Naomi section. Okay. Well, Caroline and Bill are getting things prepared for the meeting with Naomi and the ladies. Caroline is his probably executive secretary. But she's out there getting things prepared for the meeting with him, and they're talking. And he thanks her for sharing her knowledge of the women's personal lives. See, she's just like Tomas. She's a collector of information and loyal to no one. As she said, this case could affect her too. So, yeah, I'm going to tell you what I know. That's why you can't tell everybody stuff at work. People at work ain't your friends. They're your coworkers. Don't be talking to them. They ask you how you doing, say you fine. Even if your leg about to fall off, I'm good. Okay. Ain't none of their business. Well, when Naomi arrives, she just went right into letting him know. She said, okay, let me tell you something. Because Bill was trying to joke around. She said, listen, I could have you disbarred, censored, suspended for indefinitely. She said, which one you want? Counselor, which one will it be? Because you know you shouldn't have done what you did. Well, Bill tells Naomi that he thought she was better than that. And that she knows him not letting her know about the meeting. That wasn't his fault, is what he was saying. That wasn't my fault. That was my assistant Caroline's fault. Now see how you just lied on Caroline. Caroline looked up like, come what now? But she wasn't gonna say nothing. She know better than to cross Bill. But just to lie on the girl like that. He said, no, you were supposed to know, but Caroline just made a mistake. And she said, yeah, that's true. I apologize. I forgot to send you the correct information. Girl, you better lie for your boss and keep your job. But you know she don't like that. Bill, you better know Caroline look like she the kind to keep account too. And if she ever can stick it to you, she is. She just got to make sure it don't boomerang back on her. That's all she worried about. Well, when the ladies arrive to meet with Bill and Naomi, Bill presents them an offer, $1 million each. And they was about to pass. They was about to hyperventilate, but they was trying to look cool. Because anytime somebody said $1 million, you can't just scoff at that. Okay, because I can get. Let me see now. Let me think about carrot is 6. Let me think about what's in my account. Okay, so carrot is 6. Bring down the 1. Okay, plus 2. Okay, so I could have $1,132.17. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the million. That's what they thinking hard. Okay, so Naomi said, she just so the first lady was like, $1 million. How soon? Like, how soon will we get this money? Because I mean, $1 million is $1 million. But Naomi just looks at her like, girl, if you don't hush, then Bill tells them to imagine what you could do with that. Just imagine what you could do with that. Because Bill is really good at manipulating. You go ahead on, Bill. It wasn't that he just had to offer the money. Bill had to turn around and said, think about it. Like right now, y'all think about it. Think about it. Everybody, think. Think about if you had $1 million in your account right now. Where would you go? What would you do? What would you buy? Who would you cut off as a friend? Because I'm a millionaire now. I don't need you. Would you share it with your family? Would you tell them about it? There's a lot of things. So he was smart to have them start picturing it in their mind and in their bank account $1 million. Bill was slick. He was. So he tells them that they can also have their jobs back with hefty raises. And not only that, I'm going to let you rewrite our policies about sexual harassment around here. And Mike would be the first one there in line to toe the line. Also, Mike get to keep his job and harass the women. Okay. Well, Bill leaves out and leaves the women there to talk with Naomi. He was like, "Don't worry, I don't have no listening devices or anything like that up in here. I wouldn't put it past you though, Bill." And they're reading the contracts, and Naomi is quiet because she looking at it, with that lawyer's eye. And then they said, "Well, what do you think?" She said, "I think it's not worth the paper that it's written on." And they was like, "What?" So she breaks down to them that $1 million, once it's taxed, once you pay fees and your bills, it's not a lot. And that even if he takes you back as an employee, it doesn't mean that he has to keep you employed. He can employ you for 2 days and then fire you. And you got to deal with Mike still. So how is this a good deal? Hmm? But they thinking about calling the bank and saying and hearing, the balance on your checking account is $1,117.32. They want to hear that when they call down there. But here's the problem. Once you spend $200, you ain't got $1 million no more. But you're not gonna start off with 1 million like she said. So what are you really getting? Hmm? And you got to deal with Bill bad mouthing you all over town. You trying to get another job because you know that's what he gonna do. Okay. Well, Caroline is out in the hallway and she's busy talking to Bill. And she said, I can't believe that you're offering them so much. Caroline Cole, y'all. What you offering them so much money for? What's wrong with you? I can't believe when I read that. I was like, 1 million. What? So Bill said, hey, I would pay to protect my daughter and to protect my firm. Bill said, so he said he'd give, and he said, plus I'm gonna give you a little bonus for letting me lie on you earlier, girl. Wouldn't that be enough for y'all? I mean, I can't do nothing about it. So yeah, go on, go ahead on, give me a little bonus. And she said, you could double mine though. And he said, okay, I can do that for you. Hmm. See, Bill also knows that Caroline knows where his bones are buried, so he can't play with her too much either. Okay? When you're trying to get through to somebody, the secretary is the person that you really need to be making friends with, not really trying to kiss up to the other people because she controls the schedule, honey. She decides who gets in to see who you trying to see. So always be nice to the secretary, always. So anyway, they talk about how bright Naomi is, and um, Bill wants to spar with her in court. You see, now I would really enjoy that, but at the same time, he wants this thing to go away. Well, Naomi is busy talking to the ladies, and they talk about the backlash of returning to work and dealing with Mike, the employees resenting them. And they don't know if they want to face all that, in a hostile work environment. Because she's bringing up some good points. Like, you got to think beyond just this little check that he's trying to give you that you're not going to get all of no way. Because first of all, girl, y'all got to pay me, each one of y'all. Okay. I'm going to get a piece. I might end up with 1 million, but y'all not. Okay. So, Naomi agrees that, wait, hold on. Despite all of that, they want the money, and Naomi agrees with them, but then asked if they're turning down. Then they asked her, do you want us to turn down this offer for us or for you, Naomi? Oh, that was nervy, be asking her that. But I guess it was okay that they asked, but y'all got a lot of heart. She risking everything in here suing this man for y'all, because she know her dad crazy. Y'all don't know yet. Well, when Bill comes back, into the office. Let me find this. When Bill comes back into the office, Naomi tears up the contract. She's like, no, thank you. We're not going to do it. And Bill says, I will bury you in discovery demands. She was like, okay. But before she leaves, he asked Naomi to stay behind. And he asked her, why do you hate me so much? Huh? Now, Bill, you had just said something smart about her mama, too, now. Because you managed to throw her mama name in there when you was like, you trying to sue me and I'm going to bury you in the me. You did have said something. I done told y'all, don't be talking about nobody mama. We don't play that. Keep my mama name out your mouth, sir. So anyway, um, what I was gonna say, let me see. Oh, also I wanted to make the point that not only did he say something about her mama, he said something about her mama in a mixed crowd. He said something about her mama in front of them women. And see, you done talked about her mama in a crowd. Bill, it's up and stuck now. I'm sorry, sir. She ain't about to turn that loose. Cause you shouldn't have said nothing about her mama. You should have kept her mama's name out your mouth. But anyway, Naomi told Bill, she said, you taught me to love the law and to challenge it and to study it and to respect it. And she wanted him to know, I don't hate you. I'm just following the justice for these women. That's all I'm trying to do here. And he said, you doing this for your mother and to get back at me. And she said, even though you did my mother like a dirty dog, you did my mama like a dirty dog. You did. She said, and you hurt me. She said, but it hurt me, you getting with my friend and divorcing my mother and marrying that heifer. Huh? You gonna get with my friend, divorce my mama, and then marry the heifer and make her my stepmama. She said, but this lawsuit ain't about you. And Bill said, the heck it ain't. Okay. Okay, Bill. And she done told you that the lawsuit ain't had nothing to do with you. We know it do a little bit, but that ain't none of your business. So Bill gets upset with Naomi and jumps up and said, you need to get over this thing with your mother. Naomi said, you are the most arrogant, selfish narcissist on the planet. I told y'all Bill is a narcissist, but who don't know that Bill is a huge narcissist, honey. Like him or love him with his fine stuff, but he a narcissist. Okay. And they ain't no joke to deal with. Well, he said, you need to just listen to me and start slurring a little bit. And then he said, my hands are going numb. And she said, Daddy, what's wrong? She called him Daddy. Daddy, what's wrong? Bill, you better not be faking it, Bill. Bill, you better not be fake. Bill, you better not be faking it. The EKG better come back and show that you had a problem for sure, Bill. Because I'm going to still think you fine. But I ain't going to like you like that no more, Bill. I'm not. I'm trying to be patient with you, Bill. We trying to give you a chance. Let me see what these comments are giving. Hold on. See what y'all talking about. Linda says, I'm going to call Caroline Ms. Go-Go Boots. I didn't see her boots. E-Daddy said, thank you all. E-Daddy said, the offer reminds me of the game show Deal. Yeah, you're right. Deal or No Deal. I used to love that show when it first came on. Then they started messing it up. Ooh, that show used to keep me on the edge of my seat. I remember one time, I know y'all didn't ask me something. I remember one time this black couple was on there and this woman the man kept saying, I got a feeling that this is the right suitcase. And she just harassed him to no end to get rid of that thing at the end. And it turned out that they got like a couple dollars. And he had the $1 million suitcase. I bet it was a long, quiet ride. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't, because they was black people. They was one of us. No. Baby, they argued all the way back to the house the next day. They probably got divorced behind that. I bet they did. I bet they did. She should have just left it alone. Didi says, is he having a heart attack? He said his hand went numb. But that's a symptom of a stroke. But in looking at it, he was holding the wrong hand for a stroke. It should be your left hand. He was holding the right one. So I don't know. Because I think Bill telling the tale. Linda said Bill messed up calling her mama and did. Because he shouldn't have said nothing about her mama. You are in no position to mention her mama at no time, sir. Talking about her mama. Linda says she hit a nerve when she called Bill out for what he was. Yeah, he did. Because the last thing a narcissist wants to be called? A narcissist. They don't like that. Don't be calling me out. Be telling me what I already know, what I don't want to hear that out loud. They don't want to hear that. Linda said he might be faking to garner sympathy. That's exactly what I think is going on. I really do. But we gonna wait and see. We gonna figure it out. It was just somewhat messy today. But I got a feeling tomorrow y'all know how they like to do on Friday, just kick the gate open and be doing all kinds of stuff. KB said Bill is faking his behind off. I think he is too. I don't believe him. I don't believe. I just don't believe him. I just don't. Although, a lot of stressful things are going on for Bill. I mean, he done divorced his wife. His kids don't like him. His job is under duress right now. He with somebody. I don't know if he really want that young girl or not like that, and he just using her. So it's a lot going on. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. It's a lot. It's a lot. Well, y'all know how we like to end out. We like to end out with these questions. And I got a question. Will Vanessa get bored with Doug and go after the bright lights with Joey? Joey break legs? Huh? Will Nicole end up renegotiating with Ted to keep this thing out of court? Now that he faking a whole situation, in my opinion. Will Leslie Dana Sherry Anna DJ that party? Huh? Is she gonna be the DJ at the party for Ted and Nicole? Is she? We don't know. We don't know. But we got to keep on being nosy behind these gates to find out what's going on. We got to gather tomorrow. Now I'm gonna try to be over here at the regular around 4:15 time. We're gonna see y'all. But with it being Friday, we might do it at nighttime and then, have a live panel or something so y'all can come up and talk. So y'all let me know what y'all want to do. Y'all want it at 4:15? Or y'all want to do this thing in the evening time where some of y'all can come up and talk? We keeps the cameras off over here. You ain't got to worry about straightening up your wig or combing your hair or putting your shoes on. You ain't got to worry about that. We leaves the cameras off over here. So let me know what y'all want to do now. Y'all want to do live tomorrow evening and gossip about these doggone Duprees together? KB says, Linda said, bring popcorn, tea, crumpets, and tomorrow, everyone. And Lil Collins says, wonder if Bill memorized the symptoms of it. Probably did. KB want that seat next to you. And E-Daddy says, I would like to have it at night. Let's do it live if you can. Okay, so let's do it tomorrow evening. You'll see. You'll look for the time that we'll do it because it's Friday. We can sit up and gossip about these Duprees, and then I can listen to y'all. I ain't got to do all this talking and chit-chatting because, I don't want to be up here accused of gossiping by myself. Okay, y'all, so tomorrow evening it is. Y'all bring the crumpets. Bring the crumpets and the tea. Somebody bring some tater. Well, I can't have no tater chips. Not potato chips, but I can't have no tater chips. But y'all bring a look. You know what? Bring me a chocolate chip cookie. I ain't supposed to have it, but I sneak and have one with y'all. Don't tell nobody. All right, y'all. Y'all know y'all is my crew, honey. Y'all is my team, okay? And I really love getting on here talking with y'all and laughing and talking about nothing because you know what it does? As I always said, it gives us a few minutes to forget about anything pressing going on in our own lives. And we just sit over here and talk about these imaginary Duprees like they real. So we can gossip about somebody and not hurt nobody, baby. Ooh, I just love it. Y'all so suspicious. All right, y'all. I hope everybody has had a good day. And if not, oh, wait, don't forget to like the video for me. Don't forget to share this page with somebody and make them subscribe. Lynn says, no cookies. Lynn, you hush. You know what? My cousin, let me tell you something. I was gaining weight, and my cousin kept telling me every day, girl, you better stop eating that. Because every day I'd be on the phone with her. What you eating? Some cookies? What you eating? Some ice cream? What you eating? A brownie? And then the next thing I know, my clothes had shrunk. I was like, wait, who did this to me? Who need to be arrested over here? But anyway, I'm doing much better now. So I'm losing weight. I'm gonna be so cute by the summertime. Y'all gonna be sick of me, honey. But anyway, don't forget to like the video and share it with somebody and make them come on over here and join. I will see y'all tomorrow evening and we're going to have us a good time. I'm going to see what I can maybe put together for y'all and have a real good time. Elaine is not here because Elaine usually be up in here. But Elaine, if you listening to this later, girl, make plans to be over here with us and chit chat tomorrow, girl. All right, y'all. I hope you're having a great day. And if you're not, there is still some time left. Why not see what you can do to turn it into one anyway? I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
How did you get beyond the gates? Be gone.
Tell absolutely no one that I'm the one that let you in behind the gates. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.